What is good, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. It is time for transfer talk. We have a signing to confirm and announce. We're going to get into that in this video. There's a few good things in this video today, including one of our current players who we thought could leave this summer. Well, he sounds very determined to stay and says we're not here to joke. Love that. Love that. We're also going to get into a little rival watch. Have to do that, of course. Rodrigo Muniz talk as well. So let's just get straight into this one. First of all, happy birthday to Richard Griffiths, member of the channel. I hope you're having a good birthday, man. And I hope this is a nice present for you. As Leeds United has now announced the sign of Anton Stach from Hoffenheim after signing a 4-year contract. I listened to the announced video. There's a few things in there. Not a lot, though. There's a lot of like general stuff. But he sounds like he's ready to play. Like he sounds like he's come to really make a stamp on this team. And it also leads me into another question about how we're going to fit some of these players into the team. And it's an exciting discussion. So stick with me here, people. Couple of key things. Leeds United confirmed summer arrival for Daniel Farke side, announcing the German international Anton Stach, or Stach, as he says in the video. Love that. On a 4-year contract. Giving his first thoughts after the signing. Stach told of his desire to play in the Premier League. First of all, I'm feeling really good. I'm excited to join such a good team, such a good Premier League team, and I'm looking forward to next season. My style of play, I would say I'm an aggressive player. I'm good in duels. I'm good at anticipating passes from the opponents, and it would be good for the Premier League. Now we see I will try my best. The biggest target is to stay in the Premier League and personally just develop, adapt to the league, to the speed of the course, and then get many good experience, hopefully. I'm really excited to play at home with the fans because I think the fans are really good here as well as away. He saw the video of the celebrations as everyone is being pushed that video. I think that is awesome. That is crazy when the team has a connection to the city. And I think when you have fans like this, the fans get you some points as well as the league. Now, I'm really surprised in this summary that they didn't push the question that they also asked in the video of, had he spoken to the manager? Because that was clearly asked for the reason that they've heard the whispers. You know, the Leeds United team hear everything, trust me, about had he spoken to Daniel Farke, and was that a big decision with it for him coming? And he does say, you know, Daniel Farke, I spoke to him, and he, you know, speaking to him, it's good to have a connection with the manager. He also told me things I need to improve on, which I do like to hear as well. Good stuff from Daniel. But yeah, he did speak to Daniel Farke, and Farke was a reason for him coming. But what I will say is, if you do watch the video, overall, his big excitement is showing what he can do in the Premier League. Every time he was asked about the Premier League, his voice went up an octave or two. So, but this is a really good signing, and well done to Danny Farke for help getting him in, as well as the recruitment team. Now, this lays the question, people. We have made 6 signings so far this summer. We obviously know that we need to do more. There are other things to do. And going by a little bit of an article, Leeds are still in the market for 3 key additions to the starting 11, namely a striker, left winger, a goalkeeper. But further signings are expected to give Farke more strength and depth. And for me, that means fullbacks. Got to have fullback depth. Look, I've already seen it with the Byram stuff. I was talking about the performance of Byram in that there was a few times he got left behind by the Man United attackers. Other people are talking about him smashing people. Like, this isn't like, that's not going to do it, people. You've got to be, you know, smart, concentrated, but also be able to read the game. And we are going to need, you know, backup fullbacks there. Sam Byram, for me, has to be the 5th choice at the football club. We need to get in one left back for competition for Goodmanson, and we need competition for Bogle as well. But it's good to see that we're going to get these key areas addressed, and then fill in the rest of the squad accordingly. Now, what I want to know with this is, if we are sticking to a 4-2-3-1, this is going to be very, very difficult for Daniel. Very difficult, because it is, people can put out your strongest 11s, and yeah, do so. But whether you're putting in Tanaka, Ampadu, Stach, Tanaka, there's still Longstaff in there as well, who signed. And, you know, he's come from one bench. He's not going to be completely happy. And look, Anton Stach says, I want to play every game possible. He's not coming here just to be happy to be on the bench. We have so many options in that area. And currently we still have Gruev, who I do think at this point in time should be sold. And it's nothing against Gruev. It's just that what Gruev does, Stach does, but Stach does more. And unless we are going to go to a 3 in midfield, and even then you're leaving somebody out, you know, it creates competition, but there's going to be a few players that are going to be like, damn, when am I going to get my chance? Now, obviously, there's suspensions, there's injuries that happen, so we still need to keep a healthy amount in the squad. But I do wonder if Daniel Farke is going to revert to a 4-3-3 kind of formation this season. I don't see us playing with a direct 10. I think that we're going to play with a hybrid 8 who's going to be more combative, but hopefully creative as well, like a Gus Hamer, please. No, or of someone of that ilk. It's going to be interesting to see, but I would say now we know that there's rumors about Stroud possibly leaving and then us having to replace him. We'll deal with that when we come to it. But at this point in time, our midfield is stacked. It is actually stacked. No pun intended. God damn it, pun intended. It is stacked. Whether you got Tanaka, Ampadu, Longstaff, Stark, at this point, Gruev, those are really healthy options to have in midfield. And I'm happy with that at this point in the Premier League. Now, if an unbelievable deal comes available late in the window, obviously Leeds will have to explore it. But at this time, I think we can now move on to other areas of the pitch. So give me your thoughts on the Stach signing and let me know your thoughts in the comments on where he fits. Now, one player who we thought might leave due to his lack of game time last season was Largie Ramazani. Now, Ramazani's come out and he said a lot of good things. A lot of good things, great attitude. I've actually spoken to a couple of players that have been like him. I've also spoken to a couple that says, nah, I ain't having it. I'm leaving. Largie Ramazani took the lessons of last season and said it's helped him mature. Now, whether that's true or not doesn't matter. The fact is what he has said publicly in that he wants to fight for his place at Leeds United. He also said it doesn't matter if the Leeds recruit another winger. It's healthy competition. It's all good. And even though he wants to personally show what he's about, it's about the team first. Largie is saying all the right things. He actually sounds like a hockey player with how team orientated his words were. But the fact that he is using last season's lessons about being dropped, maturing this summer, and coming back stronger is absolutely awesome. And every Leeds United fan should be praising that because we see it so many times. Not that this football club particularly, but other ones where players just want to leave because things haven't gone their way. Largie is using it as fuel and making it something where we are going to be fighting this season. And as he said, it was also in this article, we're not here to joke. And I absolutely love that. So big up Largie, and I'm looking forward to seeing his performances this season. Will Paixao be joining us? Will he be joining us? I don't know, but we at this point in the video, the third bid hasn't come in, so this could be aging like milk. But Feyenoord is awaiting the final offer from Marseille today. So if it doesn't happen today, it seems that that deal will be done, Ski. But it seems that Marseille are really trying to get things cheaper now. Whether that's because they're also going for Timothy Weah, who we've also previously been linked with, and that deal seems to be accelerating pretty quick, I don't know. But if they're not going to meet Feyenoord's demands, I believe with everything in my being that Leeds United will meet it. Now, it's clear Paixao would prefer Marseille first. Again, I say it again, that means nothing to me. If they can't do it and he comes here, I'm all for it. We're not going to be everyone's first choice. That's just not how it works, people. That's just not how it works. Just like some of the players that Sunderland have signed, they wouldn't be their first choice, but because they've been convinced by the project, they've gone there. That's how football works, people. No, we're supporters. We're supposed to think Leeds United should come first. Marseille is a big French football club. They're in the Champions League. There's many reasons why he'd want to go there. But if they don't make that final offer, Leeds, get in there. Get in there and get this man to Ellen Road because the signing would be absolutely unreal. So we'll keep an eye on that one, see if Marseille meet the terms that Feyenoord have set out. Hopefully they don't know. Somebody who is said to be open to a move is Rodrigo Muniz. It is said that the Fulham striker has heard all the interest. I mean, it's very difficult not to hear it when you've got a phone. Okay, everyone's aware of interest, but he is said to be open to a move if anything ever is agreed between Fulham and Leeds United. Now, I do think once Fulham sign their next striker, and it seems they've got their irons in the fire for a couple, I think he becomes available. And I don't think he'd cost 50 million people. I think that was Fulham just posturing at the time where they're not in for another striker. He's got a year left on his deal. I don't see them demanding 50. I think it will be a little bit lower than that. But I do think that Rodrigo Muniz could find his way to Ellen Road this summer. I really do. I've got a feeling that he will be coming. Not saying it's not guaranteed. I'm not guaranteeing anything. You just get the feeling with the interest being that long, with the feelers being put out there, and Rodrigo being recipitive of those and his agent. it just feels like this could happen. So this will be one to keep an eye on. And Rodrigo Muniz, especially with the way we've built this team, I think it would fit like a glove. I honestly do. But we'll keep an eye on this one. Let's go. Now, one target that we had, it was a loose link, but Evann Guessand has got interest from Saudi side Niam, who have just been promoted, I think, to the Saudi first division. So I don't think we're going to be in for Evann Guessand anymore. I did report at the time, but it was very loose. It was a very loose report. But yeah, it looks like Saudi have taken an interest in the Brighton, Leeds, and West Ham target, I think, as well. Wolves too. There's a few clubs in for him, but Saudi have registered an interest for him. Now, rival watch. We're talking about Paul. Sunderland, I mean, this is an unreal signing for Sunderland. It really is. David Ornstein dropped this earlier. Granit Xhaka informs Bayer Leverkusen he only wants to join Sunderland as club-to-club talks continue. Agreement now in place between 32-year-old and Sunderland. Bayer asked by Switzerland midfielder to close deal rapidly. And what I mentioned yesterday, I thought he might stay because of the family thing with them being settled, but Sasha Tavalieri then follows up with this. Sunderland, through its owner, Kirill Lewis Dreyfus, we'll go with that, has finally managed to convince Granit Xhaka and his family, who were initially reluctant to leave Germany, to move, as revealed on July 15th. Talks are ongoing, and there we go. So amazing by Sunderland. That is an absolutely brilliant signing for them. Now, yeah, they still got work to do in the defensive areas, but whoa, I just say it again. I commend them for going for it, man, and not just coming up hoping for the best like the teams before us have done. We seem like we're going for it now. We seem like we're picking up in the key areas. Goalkeeper still needed, by the way. But yeah, big up to Sunderland for this kind of signing, because if we were to sign a player like this, people would go nuts for it. So he, you know, you can't go with more Premier League experience than this. And recently he improved as a player, going to Leverkusen, winning a title there. Good experience to have, people. Good experience to have. So shout out to them. People, that is it for the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Drop your comments below. Big up to all members of the channel. Thank you for that support. If you want to become a member, the link is in the description. Big up to Parent House for the super thanks on the last video. Much appreciated as always. And big up for the love. And rest in peace to Malcolm-Jamal Warner, man. That one killed me, man. 54 years old, legend of the acting game. Yeah, going to be sorely missed. But listen, people, that is it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's get another sign in the door, Leeds. Peace out.